Yo, everybody in the chat, come to the YouTube, my nigga. If you on the YouTube, come to the. I said come to the chat, come to the Twitch. Same shit, my nigga. Come to the YouTube, come to the Twitch. Today, another AM Hoops video. Shout out Casey, Adam Silver. Y'all see the title, my nigga. I don't gotta keep reading this shit. If y'all wanna go watch the video, go watch it on AM Hoops video. Go watch it on his channel, my nigga. I'm not gonna link it. Literally showing y'all the channel. What I need to zoom in for, so y'all can see the name. There you go. That's his name, my nigga. Go watch it on his channel if you wanna watch the original video. Tired of niggas dick eating in the comments. So watch the videos. Shut the fuck up.
The NBA will expand very soon, but it could be making a gigantic mistake. Something that could hurt the NBA more than they ever expect. So ratings have been on a steady decline since about 2016, and it's not for a lack of talent. Like, the NBA could add 2 more teams of players, still kick butt. Like, the worst West team, Sacramento Kings, has 4 ex-All-Stars. Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Russell Westbrook. Talented youth, Keegan Murray, Keon Ellis before the trade. They're in last place, so talent.
It's crazy because Keon Ellis on the Kings is like questionable. He got on the Cavs, and that nigga is like 6-man, 7-man potential, putting up crazy.
Talent is not the issue.
Too.
The problem in adding 2 new teams is tanking. Losing on purpose has killed the regular season so bad.
Hey, bro. Come on, Casey. I know, bro, but like, pick another tanking team, bro. Get off the Jazz.
They had to start an in-season tournament to try to save it. We all know, NBA adds Vegas to Seattle, they immediately start trying to lose games day one. How embarrassing would that be for the league? So the #1 job for Adam Silver before expansion is to fix tanking. Now, expansion is right around the corner. Tip-off October 2028. But the good news, Silver knows all this. Shams reports multiple rule changes the commissioner is considering soon as next season to fix tanking. But unfortunately, there's a huge problem with all these little rules. People don't mention this, but Adam Silver already tried to fix tanking and only made it worse. Yeah, Commish was hoping we'd all forget about this. So the NBA has had 8 different tweaks to lottery odds, and throughout the years, these are the odds that the worst team landed #1, okay? The best year
so
to have
right
the absolute...
It's right back to 14% where it started. Why the fuck did it ever go up to 35? They had a 35% chance to get the #1 pick. That's a little fishy, gang. I don't know about that one.
Worst record was 1998 at a near 36% chance at #1. But outside of a random 1 year in 1990, there's never been a worst time to be dead last than right now. And logically, you would think, yeah, good idea. Teams now don't want to tank because it doesn't pay as much to be really bad. Well, that's exactly what Adam Silver thought, but Mr. Brainiac didn't think hard enough. Because in actual practice, it's created more tanking. Why? Because now middle teams are incentivized to tank 10 times more. For example, middle teams used to say, well, we can't catch the Pacers for worst record, might as well not even try. But now, they're like, oh, but we can't go from 10th worst to 5th worst. That's doable. And now 10th to 5th goes from being a 3% chance at #1 to a 10.5% chance. That's almost like being #1. So you don't even have to be that bad to get good odds now. Let's tank. And the really bad teams are like, well, we don't actually even have to be the worst. We just have to be in the bottom 3. So now everybody from the bad to the middle teams are even more incentivized to tank. How crazy is that? Silver thought he was fixing the problem, but he was actually making it worse.
Wait, did he say middle teams and pan to the Wizards? No, they're ass, my nigga.
Let's tank. And the really bad teams are like, well, we don't actually even have to be the worst. We just have to be in the bottom 3. So now everybody from the bad to the middle teams are even more incentivized to tank. How crazy is that? Silver thought he was fixing the problem, but he was actually making it worse. And he might now do that again with these new rules. But, oh my gosh, prize, we got times 1-4.
They ain't been giving out no entries, my nigga. I ain't letting this ride. I can't do it, Casey. I still fuck with you though.
For free instantly, win or lose. Now I want to go through all of these new rules, but by the way, a little side note, why would Adam Silver not just let the bad teams get the top pick easier, right? Like if the Nets would have gotten Cooper Flag, you're done tanking. Instead, they get Igor Demon, no offense, and the tank just goes on and on and on for years and years. But tanking has now gotten so bad. If you look at the schedule today, there are 10 games on and only 3 of them feature both squads trying to win. Well, that only gets worse if they add 2 more teams in expansion. So Adam Silver is pissed. Told the media, tanking has been worse this year than we've seen in recent memory. I'm considering every possible remedy. So what are those remedies?
Yeah,
well, before I go through what Shams leaked, I want you to think about this. Every single one of these rules sounds smart on the surface. Like, really, if I read the headline, you're probably gonna nod your head like, yeah, that's gonna work. Well, that's the problem. Adam Silver already tried that. He nodded his head too, and it blew up in his face. So as I read these potential rules, I want you to ask yourself this question. Does it actually stop tanking, or does it only sound like it does? Rule number 1, lottery odds freeze at the trade deadline. Now, one of the main complaints is that teams are tanking earlier than ever this year. Well, this would be to make the tank from day 1. Then you'd have a bunch of teams with basically no chance playing meaningless games anyway at the end of the season. This is a prime example of something that sounds good at first, but could only make things worse. Rule number 2, no top 4 picks in back-to-back years. Is this even a common thing? Okay, the only teams to pick top 4 back-to-back since the lottery changed in 2019 are the Rockets and the Spurs. That's it. Also, like, remember when the Hawks got lucky to get the number 1 pick in 2024 for Zachary Gishet? Then what? They just have no chance to pick in the top 4 in a loaded 2025 draft? That's insane. That's like double bad luck. And by the way, this doesn't stop tanking. It just takes a couple of teams out of the top 4. All the other teams still want in. Rule number 3, teams can't make top 4 picks right after making the conference finals. Okay, is this even a problem? I mean, this is an actual rule that they're proposing. When has this happened? Well, recently 3 times. Golden State in 2020, Dallas 2024, and probably the Pacers now in 2026. But in every case, they only picked in the top 4 because something tragic happened to the fan base. Either a huge injury or a tragic trade. So you're gonna punish the fan base again, really?
I ain't gonna lie, the Mavericks did this. Like, the Mavericks fan base, and like, after they lost Luka, that was crazy as hell. They needed that. They needed that Cooper flag. I'm not gonna lie.
And rule number 4, lottery odds allocated based on 2-year records instead of just 1 year. Now, this makes some sense. In fact, the WNBA has been doing this since 2015. But of course, you already knew that because you're a WNBA superfan. And it's helped the worst teams. The same team has gone number 1 back-to-back 3 times. That is double number 1 picks. Now, of course, the W Lottery only has 4 teams in it, which you already knew, obviously. But if we are trying to help the bad teams, this is a great suggestion. But if we're trying to stop tanking, not so much. Rule number 5, all lottery teams have an equal chance at the number 1 pick. And that is a 7.14% chance. Once again, this sounds good, okay? Every non-playoff team has an equal chance at number 1. But this might be the worst suggestion of them all. Why? Well, first, it doesn't help the worst teams get better, which is the whole point of having a draft. Like, why have the Wizards, for example, been terrible since 2022? Because they can't get a top pick. I mean, they pick 10, 7, 2, 6. But more importantly, this doesn't end tanking, okay? It incentivizes teams to now tank out of the playoffs. Oh, by the way, everyone would be trying to lose the play-in. So 5 rules that don't do anything. Some make it worse. There's probably no way to fix tanking completely as long as the draft exists. Did they ever think the draft itself might be the problem? Yes, they actually have. If Silver and his advisors decided the only way to stop tanking was to stop the draft altogether and turn rookies into free agents, it would get serious consideration. What? That sounds insane, but that's how bad the tanking problem has gotten. But how would that even work if you got rid of the draft? Well, first off, the worst teams would have the most spending power for rookies. That's good, right? But some people say, oh, all these kids would just pick the glamour markets. Well, that's not the case in college, right? The kids go for the money. Like, take the top picks this year in the draft. For college, they chose to live in Durham, North Carolina, Provo, Utah, and Lawrence, Kansas. Not exactly LA, New York, and Miami. But the crazy thing is one or two of these rules are about to be announced. Silver wants this by next year. So let's just hope whatever he does makes things better and not worse like last time. But the Lakers are a lot better recently. In fact, LA is the hottest team.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Lakers looking crazy. And it's crazy because everybody was just talking about, and LeBron can't do this. He 40, da 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 da. Luka don't play defense. Luka not consistent. Luka give you 30 every night, my nigga.
In the NBA for about a month, Luka playing like an MVP. But why? How did they turn things around? You can actually trace the turning point to a specific day and one play inside that game. It's pretty wild.
It'll be video, Casey.